Welcome to Take 5. Thank you for making us a part of your afternoon. I'm Millicent Olivares. Another Tuesday means we have the honor of recognizing an outstanding Valley educator. This Teacher Tuesday, we are heading out to Cameron County. That's where we can find Idani Cantu out on Helen Moore Road. Idani, what school are you at for today's Teacher Tuesday surprise?
Hey Millie, I'm at Rising Scholars Academy right here in San Benito for this week's Teacher Tuesday. We're super excited, and here to talk to me a little bit more about this teacher is Principal Rodriguez. Thank you so much, Doctor, for being here with us today and sharing a little bit more information about this teacher. Now, our viewers may not know, but you're actually the one who nominated this teacher today. Tell us a little bit more about what stood out to this teacher, or to you about this teacher.
Absolutely, that is correct. My name is Dr. Rodriguez, the principal here at RSA. And so I've known Corina for the past 10 years. We started teaching back in 2012. So we've been able to grow and together with, as far as the teaching profession is concerned, and just seeing her develop and her craft has been amazing, and she's been a great asset here at RSA.
So you said over 10 years together. That's amazing. So how have you seen that passion being portrayed not only at this school, but at maybe other schools that you've seen her?
Sure. So I see Miss Corina as a Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus.
Okay.
She's very outside the box, but yet she has that passion for history. So a lot of her kids are able to stay engaged and relate to current events from past events. So if you were to walk into her classroom, she has music, she's dancing, she uses total physical response. So the engagement is there with the kids.
Absolutely. And this is a middle school, so keeping those kids engaged, it takes a lot of work. What have you heard from the students when asking about this teacher? Is that their favorite class that they head out to?
You'll see after school her tutorials are always packed. So she not only does her history, but she also does student council, she does UIL. So she's a well-rounded teacher, and that exemplifies our core value of community at RSA.
Now, I know this teacher is also a founding teacher. You said you're hitting 10 years soon. Tell me a little bit more about that and why she decided to be one of the founders here and make this place come to life.
Sure. So we are celebrating our 10-year founding here at RSA. We opened it back in 2015, and so she's been here for the past 10 years. So seeing her once again develop over the past couple of years, and where she's at now has been amazing. Just the enthusiasm she has, the love and the passion she has, not only for her students but for the community as a whole at RSA.
Well, I will say history was my favorite subject, so being able to see this teacher and seeing how much she makes the subject come to life is, you know what, it makes me excited to surprise her in a little bit. So how do you feel knowing that she was nominated? I mean, it seems like you have a lot of passion about this teacher. She does a lot of work here.
She does, and like I said, just a million words come to mind with Miss Corina, but the one thing that comes to mind is the passion she has for education and for history.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, doctors, for sharing a little bit more information about this teacher. And you're actually going to help us out with the surprise, right?
I'm excited, yes.
All right. Well, we're all excited. We're going to have some students here. We're going to have some staff here. And we're excited for a big surprise coming soon. You guys will just have to wait and see. In San Benito, I'm Idani Cantu.
When two cultures collide, they create Kuyashii Ramen, a restaurant in the city of Brownsville. Our Joel De Leon is telling us more about all they have to offer and how they came to be.
I could say we're the Thomas Edison of ramen here in downtown Brownsville.
Ramen noodles were never something Roberto thought he would sell in his lifetime. In fact, he was more centered on his work as a contractor and helping maintain another restaurant that was more focused on Mexican cuisines. That wasn't until one day, a man by the name of Juanito, aka El Conquistador, reached out to him and gave him an opportunity he couldn't refuse.
It was such a blessing to have that opportunity present itself at the time that it did and take it. And because of him, we were able to open up a second restaurant.
And that second restaurant was Kuyashii Ramen in downtown Brownsville, filled with culture and the famous noodles. We've all had ramen at one point in time, including Roberto, who says it is very sentimental for him.
It is nostalgic for me. It takes me back growing up, eating the ramen cup of noodles, right? I never had the chopsticks, right, to practice with. I practiced and learned as an adult.
When Roberto was traveling, one day he ate ramen at a restaurant in Austin, Texas. That is when everything changed for him, and his love for the Japanese dish evolved into something greater.
We're like, man, this is awesome. We need to bring something back to Brownsville like this. This is our expression of something similar to what we had tried over there, right? And it was just something really exciting. We wanted to offer something different to try in Brownsville besides tacos. Don't get me wrong, I love tacos, Who doesn't love tacos, right?
And that's what they did, bringing a new style of ramen to the Rio Grande Valley, mixing the traditional ramen and infusing it with a little Hispanic culture.
Right, so we make this fusion and we make a spicy birria ramen. If you don't want any heat, we offer a regular birria ramen without the heat. But it is relatable to like a menudo.
And the ingredients used in making their dishes are very unique, like substituting yellow corn with hominy. Also, my favorite dish, the flour bao buns stuffed with tender pork belly and pineapple.
We have other stuff on there too, right? So you can switch it up, like fried rice bowls, and we'll have the yakisoba too with ribeye.
So if you're looking for something different and tasteful, you should stop by Kuyashii Ramen in downtown Brownsville. The flavors will have you wanting a second bowl. For Take 5, I'm Joe DeLeon.
Your favorite Disney characters are headed to the RGV. Disney on Ice is happening next week, and Take 5 wants to get you there for free. Don't change that channel. The code word to win is coming up later on in the show. But next, she is internationally known for her parkour skills, and she's from the Valley. We're going to get to know her a little bit more on empowering the RGV next. Take 5's Teacher Tuesday is supported by Agua Dental.
Come in now to Bert Ogden Subaru in Edinburgh and get a low 3.9% APR financing on a new 2025 Outback. Plus, get complimentary maintenance included or make no payments for 90 days.
We shop the competition so you don't have to at Bert Ogden Subaru in Edinburgh.
I'm Jeff Davis. My family has lived in our Lone Star State since the late 1800s. I was born and raised here with Texas values. That's why at Davis Law Firm, we do things the Texas way. Instead of settling cheap, our experienced attorneys work hard to get you the cash settlement or verdict you deserve. Our track record of success is why we get so many referrals from current and former clients. If you're hurt in a car, truck, or commercial vehicle accident, call me at 444-4444. Want more? Call the fours.
Carolina Reaper tacos.
Wow. How did you get them so hot?
Legend says they combine
The heat of 1,000 Texas summers. The kick of a wild Mustang.
A lightning bolt from a West Texas storm.
and just the right amount of Carolina Reaper cheese.
Amazing.
Carolina Reaper tacos are back with cool cilantro lime sauce and legendary heat.
That's what I like about Texas.
Texas is growing fast,
and that's why Texas 2036 exists.
We use research and data to help legislators solve Texas's most critical issues before our state turns 200.
Working to ensure students graduate with skills for great jobs,
securing enough water and energy for the future,
and making housing, healthcare, and childcare more affordable. Texas 2036, building a better future for you, your family, and all Texans.
Learn more at texas2036.org today.
As the HEB Boilmaster, I always get excited for the season because it's the most wonderful time of year for crawfish. And at HEB, we sell more crawfish in Texas than anyone. We're talking big, fresh, live Louisiana crawfish. Plus, with our in-store boils, we do the prepping, spicing, and cooking. So you can just pinch, pull, and be merry. HEB. Here, crawfish season is better.
We know who's number one, and that's you, our valued customer. Drive a new Buick Encore and save $7,000, or save with no payments for 90 days.
We shop the competition so you don't have to at Bert Ogden Buick GMC, Edinburgh.
Dolly Gas. Our next guest is a stunt double, parkour athlete, and an actress. And best of all, she grew up right here in the RGV. Joining us in the studio is Lorena Arebru. Hi, Lorena. Thanks so much for coming today.
Hi, thank you so much, and thank you for that super nice intro.
So you are living in LA now, but you came to the Valley, back home to celebrate with your family. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so I was born in Santiago in the Dominican Republic, then grew up in New York City. When I was around 6 or 7, my family moved to McAllen, Texas. I went to Gonzales Elementary, I went to Beta for middle school, back when it was Beta, and went to SciTech, which was amazing. And then I went to Orlando for film school. I've always wanted to be involved in making movies. I started working as a video editor, and that's where I met parkour people and started doing this sport that's called parkour. And I got obsessed really, really fast. I've always been very hyperactive, so parkour was immediately pretty much my Adderall.
Yeah.
And from there, I got my first parkour-related work performing in live shows at the theme parks, then in random corporate live shows around the country, got a couple commercials, and eventually got tafted, it's called tafted, into SAG-AFTRA on my first stunt job, and have been doing stunts ever since.
Tell us a little bit about parkour. What is it for someone that doesn't know?
So parkour is a discipline in which specific movements are used to effectively maneuver in a varied environment, typically an urban environment. Parkour is just a toolbox for how to interact with obstacles. Free running was originally intended to be the English translation for the French word parkour, but over time, the community has more or less designated the term free running to describe creative movement. So that's anything that's technically non-efficient, flips, tricks, even something like a reverse vault. But we still tend to use the terms interchangeably because most of us do some of both. If parkour is just jumps, vaults, wall runs, anything efficient, and free running is flips, tricks, acrobatics, and anything non-efficient. I like to see it as a spectrum, and most of us fall somewhere in between. I'm more of a jumpy guy, and I can do some basic flips, but yeah, more or less in a nutshell, that's what parkour is.
And tell us a little bit about stunt doubling and acting. So I feel like it goes hand in hand, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're a stunt performer, regardless of whether or not you're gooning, technically it's called taking an ND role, a stunt acting role where you're, I was cartel member number 4, for example. I'm a human trafficking victim right now on something else, for example.
Oh, wow.
So a lot of times stunts does involve acting because they need people to fight, to die, etc. But even if you're just doubling, regardless of whether or not you're showing your face, you are still acting. Stunts is a performance. You have to sell that you're getting hurt. You have to sell that certain things are going on with your character physically. Well, I'd be very cautious before giving advice to others because I'm in a position of so much privilege. I had parents that were able to support me when I went off to college. I didn't have to take out student loans and accrue a lot of debt. So I could take a lot more risks than the average person. Doesn't mean I didn't work hard, doesn't mean I didn't literally sell dog food at some point, right? But I had a safety net that most people don't have. So in that regard, I don't feel like I'm in a position to tell someone, just go for it. I feel like that would be kind of asinine. But I can say, if you want to work in the entertainment industry, just go in knowing that there is a 90% unemployment rate and you're gonna get so much more no's before you get yes. But in something like stunts, if you work towards it, you will get there. I made a series of articles on my website, lorenaparkour.com. I need to update it, it's been a couple of years. But how to make money doing parkour, the last article is how to get into stunts. If you work towards it, if you move to where the work is, if you network really hard, then you should be able to get stunt work. But it just might take 2, 3, 4 years.
Awesome,
it's
and
hard.
you are a role model for that. Well, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for empowering the RGV. If you want to learn more about Lorena, you can visit her website, like she mentioned, lorenaparkour.com.
Have you thought about going out to try golfing for yourself? Idani Cantu has an app for you to download that'll make signing up for a swing a breeze. What's happening is on the way. But next, a walk that strives to bring acceptance and inspire others. We're learning about how you can be a part of PSJA ISD's event after this.
At Clark Knapp Honda, we know the journey is just getting started. Want a lease? Simple. Looking for a pre-owned ride? We've got the best in town. Clark Knapp Honda, built for more.
This hard-working crew that's been here has been amazing, and I am very, very grateful to Aztec.
And you want the best? Call the one, the only Aztec House Leveling and Remodel.
Mi casa, su casa. We do it right the first time.
It's the Mega Super Sale at Mega Furniture. This tax-saving season, save huge with up to 50% off store-wide. We carry top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, Franklin, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. Check out these limited-time mega deals. Huge living room set, only $9.99. Hazel bedroom set, just $9.99. 7-piece dining set, only $6.99. Top grain leather sofa and love seat, just $13.99. We'll beat anyone's prices across the valley. Shop Mega Furniture today. Hurry, these deals won't last.
What about now? Is that what a thief looks like? Eyes were softer. Can I
This is him. This is the guy.
You need an eye exam.
Wait weeks for an appointment? Now that's criminal.
Word on the street is at Stanton Optical, you don't have to wait for an eye exam. That way you don't miss important details like faces. 2 pairs of glasses and a free eye exam for $79 all same day. Stanton Optical, easy's our thing.
Get your smile ready at AC Villarreal Family Dental. We're here for all of your family's dental needs. We offer late appointments to accommodate your busy schedule and are in network with most dental insurance companies. Put your best smile forward. Are you with Dr. V?
Because pregnancy comes with so many changes. We often aren't sure which ones are serious. If you're pregnant or up to a year postpartum, knowing the urgent maternal warning signs can save your life. Don't wait. If something doesn't feel right, contact a healthcare provider. Hear her, Texas.
The new 2025 Tucson brings bold style and cutting-edge tech to every adventure. Secure yours now for $279 per month. Plus, get America's best warranty covering 10 years, 100,000 miles. At Bert Ogden Hyundai in Harlingen.
A free event to give parents resources and games for kids, all in support of bringing more awareness to all abilities. Joining me now from PSJA ISD is Nancy Saenz and Daisy Zuniga. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. So we're talking about a very important event. Can you give us a little background about how this event came to be?
Yes, so this is our 12th annual. And it is a PSJ All Abilities Awareness Walk that we'll be having April 26th. And what we do is we invite community resources to the event to hand out information to our attendees. We have Nuestra Clínica del Valle, we have Disability Rights Network. So we have a lot of different entities that go and provide information for our community.
Right, so this is more than just a walk. As you're saying, this event is for the community. It's to give them these resources. And so anybody can attend to get this information.
Correct, it is, PSJ is hosting it, but it is open to the community. So anybody in our surrounding communities is welcome to attend. We have free games for the students. We have kites. We have 12 games that our special education coaches will be providing. So it's a fun event that's open to everybody that wants to inquire more about all the different abilities that we work with at PSJ.
Perfect. And of course, this event is serving a very special purpose. Now, as you can see here, we have this beautiful t-shirt, beautiful colors. Now, these t-shirts have a very special purpose. Can you tell us more about them?
Yes, so this shirt, what we're doing is we're selling this shirt as a fundraiser for scholarship that goes towards our seniors and that receive special education services who are have been accepted to a postgraduate college.
Perfect.
So they're going towards, we have now, we've served, I think we've allowed about 40-some student scholarships in the past 12 years.
Incredible.
Yes, or 11 years. This is, we haven't added these years.
So, and we're just trying to get those numbers up. Now, again, these t-shirts are exclusive to this event, so make sure that you do attend. It is a free event, but we want you to purchase these shirts to make sure that we are furthering the education of these special kids, that we're making sure they get these scholarships. If people want more information, where can they find it?
Yes, if they want more information, they can go to the PSJ Special Education Facebook page, or they can always call us at the office at 956-354-2200, and that is our special education department in FAR, so we can provide more information there.
Perfect. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us today and telling us about this great event.
Thank you so much for having us.
And again, this is a free event that is open to the community. All t-shirt sales will go towards the PSJA Education Foundation. That'll benefit graduating seniors with special needs. For more details, as I mentioned, you can contact the PSJA Special Education Department at 956-354-2200. And just in case you may already be heading out for a walk tonight, let's check in with our team of meteorologists for our Take 5 fashion forecast.
Well, yeah, your fashion forecast not going to change too much. It is staying warm across the valley, even for this evening. 7 p.m., 83 degrees, then 9 p.m., 75, 72 at 11. So if you do got evening plans, I think the short sleeves and maybe even the shorts expected for your fashion forecast here. So again, going with the short sleeves for tonight because it is staying pretty warm and it's going to stay warm throughout the next couple of days. We'll have a complete look at your first Warm 5 forecast as Channel 5 News at 5 begins shortly.
Have you been looking for an easier way to get your tea time? Take 5's Dani Cantu has a new app for us that's going to make sure our golf swings are getting their reps in. Last week, the Take 5 team took a trip to celebrate National Golf Day, and we all had such a great time. It got me thinking, is there a way to prolong that experience out on the course while making it easy to set up a tee time? And luckily, I found the perfect app called Golf Now. Golf Now lets you book tee times at over 11,000 courses worldwide, including several right here in the RGV. You can find discounted rates through their hot deals, track your score, and even use a GPS rangefinder to check distances on the course. In our area, Golf Now covers courses in McAllen, Mission, and even SPI. And here's a cool bonus. The app also lets you earn reward points for every round you book. So the more you golf, the more you save, which means you've got a great excuse to hit the greens a little more often. Golf Now is free to download on the Apple App Store or Google Play Store and makes getting that hole-in-one a whole lot easier. Mickey and all of his friends are coming to the Paint Arena, and your chance to win free tickets is coming up later on Take 5. But next, dinner time is coming up, but you don't need to rush towards the Golden Arches just yet. After the break, we're going to talk to one of the Valley's largest owner-operators of Mickey D's.
Monclar Lyon Jenkins, a powerful Texas law firm that stands strong for you.
We don't back down, and we won't settle for less than you deserve.
The Strong Arm team has won hundreds of millions of dollars for our clients. Monclar Lyon Jenkins, 800-285-HURT.
Tonight, tracking the shifting tariffs causing so much confusion for families and businesses. Plus, as students face deportation, the surge in immigration cases in U.S. courts. World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast.
It's a Jeep celebration event at Burns Motors.
Get a new 2025 Jeep Compass Latitude for $26,988. That's right, $26,988.
Bigger, better Burns, Mission to McAllen.
Let's get real. A lot of these adjustable base deals promise nothing but bupkis. A true adjustable base rises at the head and the foot to provide a zero-G sleeping experience. So it's time to ask, where's the foot? At Denver Mattress, our adjustable lineup delivers complete control to your head and feet according to your inclinations. And right now, purchase the Hibernation Silver Base and score a free Buena Vista mattress. That's right, a free mattress when you buy the base. Find out what a true adjustable base can do for you now at Denver Mattress.
Easter is a time when we celebrate the resurrection of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He is the image of the invisible God, the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. The Bible says that without the shedding of blood, there is no forgiveness of sin. Therefore, God offered His Son as a perfect sacrifice, as full payment for our sins. For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, so that whosoever believes in Him shall not perish but have eternal life. Trust in Him as full payment for your sins today.
At Texas National Bank, we know what running a local business means.
Good morning, everybody.
And the countless moments no one ever sees. From the early mornings to the long hours and every moment in between, we are there with you.
Monclar Lyon Jenkins, a powerful Texas law firm that stands strong for you. Wrongful deaths, car wrecks, traumatic brain injuries, big truck accidents, and more.
Call the law firm you can trust and get the justice you deserve.
800-285-HURT.
Today is McDonald's Day, and that could mean watching a movie on how McDonald's came to be, or maybe finding some old McDonald's toys hiding in your closet. However you're planning to celebrate, it is also the perfect excuse to head out for a Big Mac. Here with me is McDonald's owner and operator Fred Del Barrio and his son, franchise owner Andrew. thank you so much for joining us today, you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, thanks for having us.
So let's talk a little bit about McDonald's. Fred, I know you know a lot about McDonald's.
Yes, I'm an old timer.
So what can you tell our audience about your relationship with McDonald's?
Well, today we're celebrating the 70th anniversary of McDonald's as we know it. Back in 1955, Ray Kroc opened the first McDonald's franchise in Des Plaines, Illinois. And, just grew from there, just grew crazy. We have quite a few locations here in the Rio Grande Valley, and we're opening more and more every day. We just keep growing. Ray used to say, when you're green, you're growing. So we like to stay green.
Very good saying. And I got to say, there's so many iconic memories tied in with McDonald's. You remember your first Happy Meal. You get to go and share some nuggets with your friends. It's just a good time. And we're really excited to announce that today on McDonald's Day, Fred and Andrew are sharing with us a new debut. This isn't even in McDonald's yet, is it, guys?
No, we had to use our Hamburglar skills to get these from our restaurants. We took them from the McDonald's in Alamo, and then we got them to the McDonald's in Donna to fry them up for us.
Wow.
So we could have them nice and hot and fresh for you guys here today.
Well, they were taking on a journey here to Take 5. So let's talk a little bit more about them. These are the McCrispy strips.
Yes.
And I'll open them up here so people can get a better idea. What can you guys tell us about them?
Right, so the McCrispy strips are different than the other tenders we've had before. These come out, they're golden brown. They have a black pepper seasoning.
Ooh.
And they also are coming out with a new sauce, which is our creamy chili sauce. And our creamy chili sauce, it's a little sweet, a little tangy, and it also has that chili kick to it as well.
Right, that's what you were guys, it's spicy, and we know the Valley loves spice, so I think this is the perfect little sauce for them to accompany, and these, you can smell that seasoning. So when can we expect these in McDonald's?
So we'll start selling them in our restaurants April 22nd.
Okay.
But officially the advertisements will start coming out, and the official sales start the 29th of April.
Wow. Well, I gotta say, we're very lucky to get to see them first. And of course, we want to remind everybody, it's McDonald's Day. You deserve it. Make sure you head out there, get yourself a little something from McDonald's. Where can people find you, Fred? All over the valley, actually. Yeah, right?
All over the valley, from South Padre Island to Roma and every place in between, so we're everywhere and we're here for you. Many of our stores are open 24 hours, so come on by. We'll be happy to have you come get a Happy Meal. Adult Happy Meals that we were running the last couple of weeks, they went quick. But these McCrispy strips, they're coming soon. They'll be here to stay.
Okay.
And they're a beginning of something that our customers have been asking for many times for us to bring back on social media. They've been asking for us to bring the snack wraps back.
Yes, we've seen the snack wraps,
So they will be coming back. Check our social media when the release day is. There's a little sneak peek. It says 0.14. 2025.
Okay, so there you go, guys. We're giving you a lot of exclusives today. Fred, Andrew, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
And you can celebrate McDonald's Day by going to the nearest Mickey D's and get yourself a Big Mac or maybe a Happy Meal. Just whatever it is, make sure you enjoy the day. And still ahead for you on Take 5, the city of Roma is lucky to have such a talented artist representing them. Idani Cantu has the full story later on in the show, but next. Does this school look familiar to you? We are back in the city of San Benito, and our Teacher Tuesday surprise is right after this break.
Hey there, Rio Grande Valley. This is Greg checking in with Omnisay Roofing. People are used to buying warranties and guarantees. With Omnisay Roofing, you don't need to do that. We give you our guarantee, no extra charge, because we know our quality. With us, you'll never roof again.
Car crashes can leave you feeling overwhelmed and frustrated, but you can stand tall again with the Law Giant on your side. We handle serious injury cases and we win big. Call 956-9000000 today.
Bird Auto Group presents The Crawfish Boil on Friday, April 25th at Las Palmas Race Park in Mission, and you need to be there. Jason Boland and the Stragglers are headlining, with Rustic Rose opening and Southern Ashes jamming as well. Feast on mouth-watering crawfish straight from the bayou, plus shrimp and dewy sausage and plenty of ice-cold beer. It's a party, y'all, and it's all supporting local charities. Tickets are selling fast. Get yours at thecrawfishboil.com. Let the good times roll.
Days like this, the anticipation's half the fun. The call to adventure, possibilities in every direction. From first catch to biggest catch of the season, this is where it starts. Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there.
I went in at 6 o'clock in the morning, 2:30 in the afternoon. I had a new smile, a new set of teeth, a new chance on life.
Give us a call to schedule your same-day transformation and let us help you get your smile back to square one.
For over 30 years, M&P Motors has provided quality vehicles and quality service. Let us worry about getting you the best vehicle with the best financing options for you.
M&P Motors.
Right on the corner, always right on the price.
Somebody. Hilaire, this is Jesse.
Jesse, I need you to man the phones. Valerie's away from her desk for a few minutes.
Happy to, Mr. Rubin, sir, but how'd you know I'd answer the phone so you could tell me that?
Because you're always there, Jesse, just before we need you.
Call Hilaire because we care. That's how we do things at Hilaire.
Welcome back. San Benito is home to many rising scholars, but now is the time to raise up one of their staff members for all the hard work that she's done in and out of the classroom. We are heading back to Idani Cantu at Rising Scholars Academy in San Benito. Idani, we're very excited. Are you guys ready out there?
Hey Millie, we are excited too, and we are ready. Let's go ahead and see that surprise here at Rising Scholars Academy in San Benito. Teachers walking in right now. Surprise! Congratulations, Miss Longora. You are this week's Teacher Tuesday. Every Tuesday, we highlight a different educator for all the hard work that they've done for their school, and you have been this week's Teacher Tuesday. We have a plaque by our wonderful sponsors at Awa Dental, and we have a little certificate as a thank you. How are you feeling right now?
Thank you. Oh, I feel very surprised. Oh my gosh, I was not expecting this. This means a lot. Oh my gosh, I'm stunned.
Well, we have some students, we have mascots, we have staff. There's so much work that went into this surprise because of all that you do for your school. You know, tell us a little bit more about what it means for you to be a teacher.
Well, I mean, it's rewarding for one. It's not a very easy job to do, but it's very rewarding at the end of the day. You get to work with so many amazing teachers, students. They all contribute to who I am today and the teacher that I am today. So it's very meaningful coming from my coworkers, from my students, seeing them all here. It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling.
Now, Dr. Rodriguez told us that you're kind of like the Miss Frizzle of the school. How do you make history fun for your students?
Well, I just try to reflect on my experience as a teacher and as a student, because everybody's been a student at one point in their life. So I've had amazing history teachers in the past, and they've inspired me tremendously to be a teacher myself in history. So I'm trying to, implement that in my own classroom, and hopefully my students leave my class with a love for history, a newfound love for history, and it's just enjoyable in the end. So, yeah.
Now, also, did you know that principal was the one who nominated you?
No.
He was the one who decided that you needed to receive this award because you've done so much. Thank you so much, again, Ms. Longoria, for being able to be that teacher that people look up to. Do you have any advice to maybe aspiring teachers who want to be able to be that inspiration the same way you are to not only your students but to your staff?
To persevere, for one, and it takes a lot of heart. And I know that those of you that are interested in joining the field, that you have the heart already, that you made the decision to be the teacher, and to dedicate your life to the role. And so that in itself, having the heart, the drive, the perseverance, makes you into one of the greatest teachers you could possibly be. And just remember that you do it for the students at the end of the day.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Could we please have another round of applause for this week's Teacher Tuesday? All right, guys. Well, we're going to keep celebrating back here in San Benito. I'm Idani Cantu.
Today is National American Sign Language Day, or ASL Day. The American School for the Deaf that opened today back in 1817, and since then, ASL has changed and adapted in so many ways. Here to tell us more about it is President and Vice President of the UTRGV ASL Club, Ruby Mendieta and Gabriel Gomez. Thank you so much for joining us today, you guys.
Thank you so much for having us.
So let's talk a little bit more about your organization, just in case some Take-Fivers out there have not heard of it before.
So the ASL Club started in 2017 in the fall semester, and it was set up so that UTRGV students can have an opportunity to learn ASL, interact with the deaf community, and just immerse completely within deaf culture. And even now, spring 2025, we're still going for that agenda. And we have around 100 active members.
Wow.
And we have a lot of events, and usually our meeting room is completely full. So we feel like we are just continuously meeting that goal that was set in 2017.
Wow, I think that's so incredible. And you know, for me, I do not know sign language, so I have to imagine, do people come and want to be a part of the club that are maybe just wanting to learn the language altogether?
100%. We have students that are just curious at first, but then it becomes a passion, and sometimes it's whether or not they have a child that can't communicate fully and they want that sign language to maybe understand them completely. Sometimes it's just curiosity, and then it turns into them maybe having a passion for interpreting, which is what happened to me.
Amazing. And so now here you are, you do interpreting. And so I was going to ask, you know, we're right on the border. And so we, of course, know that we have some people who are fluent in Spanish or fluent in English or both. So is there different signs depending on the language?
Yes. Currently in the world, there's around 300 sign languages.
Wow.
Yes. And some of the common sign languages you'll hear about is ASL, which is commonly used here in America. We have BSL, British Sign Language. We have German Sign Language. There is just every sign language you can think of, and some are not even connected to spoken languages. They're completely separate. Even ASL is completely separate from English, but it's what we commonly use here.
Amazing. And so you guys are the president and vice president.
Yes.
What has that experience been like for you guys, seeing so many members join, seeing so many people want to be a part of the community?
My experience is just showing sign and seeing them all learn. It feels exciting. It's truly an amazing experience. How they communicate and just come together. I feel proud of that. It gives me pride.
I think it's so important also to understand, you know, just in case you do come across a deaf person, maybe people don't know how to interact with them. So how should one go about it?
Try to do your best. Just try to learn a little sign. It's truly fun. It's a fun language, ASL.
And so I know that maybe somebody out there watching is going to want to get more information. Maybe they want to join or know somebody who would be interested in joining. So where can they find all that info to get to know you guys?
We do have an Instagram that is very active. It is ASL Club at UTRGV. That is our @ We post our meetings, what we learned in our meetings. We post history. We post strategies and techniques that help people learn, and we post outside of school events. So if you're not a student, you can still learn ASL.
Perfect. So we're going to take on a little something here today because, of course, as we mentioned, it is the National Day. So we thought maybe let's try and see if we can sign. I'm going to try my best to sign "Thank you for watching Take 5." How would we go about that?
Of course. Okay. So you're going to say thank you, the palm off the chin, watching. It's going to be a T-A-K-E for take, 5.
Okay. I'm going to try to do that with you. Okay, let's see if we can do that together. Okay, I'm going to follow your lead here. Okay, so
it's
thank you
for watching
Oh?
Take 5.
5. Okay. So obviously I need a little practice, but thank you guys so much for joining us today. It was truly an honor.
Thank you for allowing us to come here and share our passion for ASL.
Perfect. So if you're like me and you need a little more practice on your ASL, if you want to learn any more, you can visit the UTRGV ASL Club. You can email them at utrgv@gmail.com. You can also email Ruby for more information at ruby.mendieta01@utrgv.edu. It's a camp that aims to make your kid a star out on the field. Brandon Duvalcava has the full story for us right after this.
Working at the cafe along with my culinary arts classmates has been an amazing experience. It's creativity, it's business, it's teamwork, it's an experience. Come cook with us.
Registration is now open for the 2025-2026 school year.
The city of Mercedes is full of surprises. Anacuita's Barbecue Smokehouse, home of the famous brisket sandwich and 4 meats plate.
Quality therapy providers offering in-clinic and at-home therapy for children and adults for over 20 years.
Rudy Garza Funeral Home, our family serving your family in your time of need since 1974.
Bill Button Auto Supply, family-owned business proudly serving the Valley for 60 years.
You'll be surprised how far your money will go when you shop Mercedes.
Summer vibes on. South Padre Island is the perfect family escape. Step out of your comfort zone and order anything but the regular. Maybe you'll catch a show. You're gonna need a beach day, nature day, fishing day, and definitely a water slide day. South Padre Island has plenty to do for the whole family. Make it a South Padre summer. Book today.
Hi, I'm Charlie Garcia.
And I'm Rico Garcia.
And we are USA Concrete Coatings.
If you're ready to upgrade your business, restaurant, garage, man cave, or porch, then you're ready for USA Concrete Coatings.
We'll have your floors looking flawless with our exclusive USA Concrete Coatings products. We'll ensure that your concrete coating is strong and durable. It's antimicrobial and comes with a lifetime warranty.
USA Concrete Coatings, from concrete to custom, in just one day.
It's the Mega Super Sale at Mega Furniture. This tax saving season, Hazel bedroom set, just $9.99. Top grain leather sofa and love seat, just $13.99. Shop Mega Furniture today. Hurry, these deals won't last.
I'm Jeff Davis, the Texas lawyer who's here for you. If you've been injured in a car, truck, or commercial vehicle accident, call the Fours. For experience, we stick by you to get you the cash settlement or verdict you deserve. When you hire us, you get a law firm that's been here for over 25 years with locations in 7 Texas cities. For peace of mind, let us worry about property damage, car rental, or insulting offers from insurance adjusters. So if you're hurt in a car, truck, or commercial vehicle accident, call me at 444-4444. One more, call the Fours.
Good afternoon, I'm Christine Galvan, and here's what we're working on at this hour. President Trump says he's open to sending U.S. citizens who are considered violent criminals to El Salvador's mega prison. That's where he has already sent hundreds of suspected Venezuelan gang members. El Salvador has agreed to house violent criminals and take in deportees of any nationality. President Trump says the move would help free up space in our prisons here in the States.
We have a huge number of prisons, and then we have the private prisons, and some are operated well, I guess, and some aren't. We also have homegrown criminals that push people into subways, that hit elderly ladies. I'd like to include them in the group of people to get them out of the country.
Legal experts say sending American citizens out of the country would violate the Constitution.
Comfortable evening across the valley as temperatures fall from the 80s where we are now into the 70s by about 9 o'clock under mostly clear skies. Plenty of sunshine now, clear as we head into the evening. The rest of the week looks pretty warm as well. We'll look at your forecast beyond the week into the Easter weekend coming up at 5 and 6. Christine?
All right, that's going to do it for us. Join us at 5, 6, and 10 for more news, weather, and sports. Take 5 continues after this.
The
the future of football in the RGV. Join us for our coverage of the inaugural UTRGV Spring Football Game Thursday, April 17. The Vaqueros will take the field for the first time, and Channel 5 Sports will have exclusive coverage on Channel 5 News at 5, 6, and 10. It's more than just a game. It's history in the making. Don't miss the coverage of the inaugural UTRGV Spring Football Game, only on Channel 5. The coverage of the UTRGV Spring Game is supported by Burt Ogden Buick GMC.
Nobody ever plans to get arrested, but everyone should have a plan in case they do. If you or your loved ones find yourself in jail, we understand that bad things also happen to good people. If it happens to you, remember to call Akantu, 422-2222.
I believe in volunteering and giving to good causes. Businesses should do the same.
At LSNB, we do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't.
Doing more, just like my bank.
No other bank in South Texas gives more financial donations to area charities than Lone Star National Bank. Our employees believe in volunteering and serving in our communities.
My bank serves its community. Does yours?
Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's Bank.
Mrs. Lopez, thank you for your trust and patience in this most trying of times. While we have triumphed in your case, we cannot right all past wrongs. Our hope is that this resolution and compensation can begin to heal and strengthen your family. We are here for you, always. God bless, Ezequiel Reina.
If you have cracks in your foundation or walls or doors that won't close, it's time to call USA Foundation Repair.
We were concerned about our budget to repair our home. USA Foundation Repair not only were under budget, but fixed it ahead of schedule, and we were very happy with their professionalism, and they fixed 2 homes for us, one in Victoria and one in Corpus Christi. They are your hometown professionals.
Call USA Foundation Repair first, and remember, these colors don't run.
Raphael's record label is money laundering front.
And it's game over for him. You're in trouble. Someone's after your money. I can get you into protective custody. You know who's coming for me.
Get out of there!
New Will Draft, tonight on ABC.
What happens when you mix Texas heat, German coaches, and a whole lot of soccer? You get one unforgettable camp, and our Take 5 reporter got to head to the field to show us how the beautiful game is bringing 2 worlds together, one goal at a time.
In a world split by borders, beliefs, and language, there's still one thing that needs no translation. Soccer. Or as it's known almost everywhere else, football, a game that speaks directly to the heart. 15 years ago, what started as a small missionary trip became something greater than anyone imagined. Not just a camp, but a connection. Built one pass, one goal, one laugh at a time.
We try to bring camaraderie where everybody is created equal.
At FBC Soccer Camp, kids from the Rio Grande Valley don't just show up to play, they come to grow. And this journey, they're not taking it alone.
Forza! Inter! Forza! Inter! Forza! Inter!
Every spring, a team of athletes travel from Germany to Texas. And they're not chasing medals, they're chasing meaning.
So we have the greatest game and we have the greatest message combined here in this camp.
That message, it's unity. Because when the whistle blows and the game begins, it's not about where you're from. It's about what you love. And out here on the field, love looks like effort, teamwork, and friendship. For Gerhard, every drill and every huddle is a reminder of his own journey, the joy, the discipline, and how the game shaped him. Now he sees that same fire in young players here.
And it's just so cool that Germans from all the way from Germany come over here and teach us soccer. I get really excited, so I just freestyle and paint my hands soccer for the German flags.
At FBC, language fades into the background. Here, the real communication is in movement, in cheers, in high fives, in goals. These kids don't need a translator to connect. They're learning new cultures, new words, and new ways of seeing the world through a shared love of the game that stretches far beyond borders.
This is like my favorite week of the whole year.
That's the power of play, of showing up, of listening, not with ears, but with your heart.
Unglaublich. That means unbelievable.
Dietrich has been coming since day one in 2012. Year after year, he's watched this camp turn into a celebration of connection through hard work, laughter, and love for the game.
Football brings people together. I mean, thank you, Welly, for the warm welcome, and we are enjoying it a lot.
For Dietrich, this field has become more than just a place to coach. It's a home away from home, a place where familiar faces return and new memories are made every year.
It's like the second home for me.
This mission, rooted in faith, goes beyond drills and scrimmages. It's about something deeper, planting seeds of kindness, understanding, and unity. And through its church partnership, the camp becomes more than just an athletic experience. It's a vessel for compassion and community.
Culturally, there is no biases. The biases come from us individually choosing to have one. And that loving message that we all share is so exciting when you watch a smile on a face.
Different flags, different languages, one game. Soccer may be the world's sport, but here in the Valley, it feels like family. For Take 5, I'm Brandon Rubalcaba.
And here's your chance to win some free tickets to Disney on Ice Let's Dance in Hidalgo. Be the first person to call and give us today's keyword, which is magic. Good luck to everybody calling in, and don't worry if you don't win today. You still have one more chance tomorrow. This artist is making the most out of the world around her. We're going to take you down to Roma with Idani Cantu right after this break.
What have we got?
The Andersons. All night, tossing and turning, bad backs, sleep score at an all-time low.
Round up the team.
At Denver Mattress, going undercover is literally how we solve problems.
And when we find sleepers waking up with aches and pains, we turn to the Tempur-Pedic Adapt, designed for ultimate pressure relief that uniquely adapts to your body's pressure points. The Tempur Adapt features innovative technology, so you get deep, undisturbed rest all night long.
Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
I'm attorney George Rubio. Have you been injured in a car wreck or injured in a fall in the store? Even during these difficult times, the insurance company is working as hard and as fast as possible to do whatever it takes to pay you as little as possible. You need my help. Call me now for your free consultation. We can safely meet with you in person, by FaceTime from your cell phone, or by internet from your home, or from our exclusive client-only conference room. We can even come to you. So if you live in Rio Grande City, Mission, McAllen, Edinburgh, Westlaco, Harlingen, Brownsville, or anywhere in between, the help you need is just a phone call away. Call me now and I'll start fighting for you. I'm attorney George Rubio. Call me now.
Untreated diabetes can lead to serious long-term health complications like heart disease and stroke.
Maintaining a healthy weight, staying active, and a balanced diet can help prevent type 2 diabetes.
Channel 5 News and South Texas Health Systems are teaming up to offer free glucose screenings in April. For more information, you can visit our website at krgv.com.
Getting tested now
can help you take control of your health.
Heart of the Valley Diabetes is supported by South Texas Health System.
It's time that you got serious about your lawn. Skag is the brand the pros choose. When it comes to your home, you deserve the best, and you can't settle for anything less. From big lawns to small ones, designed and assembled by a team of hard-working Americans, there's a Skag that's just right for you. It's time to make your lawn the envy of the neighborhood.
Visit South K Outdoor Power Equipment and Sales in Harlingen. Skag, simply the best.
Here at the Deep End, we're dedicated to providing a fun, family, and physical experience. And we're more than just an amazing bar that serves your favorite beers and cocktails.
Sunday to Thursday, all day, Friday and Saturday, 11 to 5. If you buy 2 meals and 2 drinks, you get free pool or free golf.
We have new drink specials every day, along with happy hour where you can enjoy $3 16-ounce draft beers or cocktails. Visit the Deep End today, where the beers are cold, food is hot, and the games are fun.
PSJA ISD is hosting their PSJA Adventure Hunt and Cook-Off tonight from 6 to 8 p.m. at the PSJA Stadium. Stop by for a fun-filled evening with thousands of eggs, giveaways, a delicious cook-off, shopping, and more. This event is free and open to the community. And the Lark Branch Library is inviting teens for Mario Kart races today at 6 p.m. Rev up your engines and race through wild tracks in Mario Kart with friends. You can stop by the Lark Branch today. And make a DIY bird feeder tomorrow morning with the Edinburgh World Birding Center. You can stop by at 9 a.m., bring an empty plastic bottle, and they will help you turn it into a cozy feeder for our feathered friends. Seeds are provided and creativity is encouraged. A Roma native leaving her mark literally through murals. Take 5's Elni Cantu spoke with the artist behind some of downtown's most recognizable works of art.
My name is Esmeralda Reina and I am a muralist.
A journey that officially began in 2018 during a class project when Esmeralda painted her very first mural. But her love for creating started long before that. It was in high school where she picked up her first brush and never looked back.
It was always my art teachers. I give them so much credit because they're the ones who saw that, I had potential in this, and they would inspire me every day because they would paint every day, create these awesome artworks, and I was just like, wow, I want to do something like that. And I haven't gone back on that since. I knew it was going to be art since high school.
That spark grew into something bigger than just a hobby. Esmeralda knew early on that art wasn't just a phase, it was her path. Today, she's turned that passion into a purpose, and as a proud Roma native, getting to paint multiple murals across the city's downtown historic district, it's more than just a career milestone. It's a deeply personal honor. If you drive through the area, you'll see a few of her pieces, large-scale works that tell a story, each one filled with a meaning and appreciation for the town that raised her.
It represents my love for my hometown, because I was born here. I went to school here. It feels really good, it feels like, I'm doing something right, career-wise, because I always had this doubt.
What started as self-doubt turned into self-discovery, and now her murals are recognized by locals and tourists alike. And the community has her back. When someone in town wants to add a bold new piece to their building, they know exactly who to call.
It's a privilege, for them to think about me, and think that I have the ability to do it. A lot of tourists come here to take pictures, and this is a little piece of Roma that they can take back with them.
Each brushstroke carries the heart of Roma, transforming blank walls into a unique story. And for Esmeralda, this is just the beginning.
I can't believe that I'm doing this.
For Take 5, I'm Elni Cantu.
And that's all the time we have here today on Take 5. Make sure you're back here tomorrow at 4 p.m. for more local stories. Channel 5 News at 5 starts right after this.
With Fargo, your